निदा फाजली साहब ने कहा था कि जो खुद पे गुजरे वही पोइट्री है. So I dedicate my 5 minute slot to my father, whom I lost this year. And my first poem is about that loss. It's called The Gift. It is a gentle shape, this white moon my father gave me the night he passed away. It hangs below the window every night, a farewell gift. Leaves the skies quietly at dawn to slide into my throat all day. Some nights it returns, chipped, halved, sliced, imitating life, scarred like the face of pain, but always there, like a presence that's never left. By the way, I'm Vinita Agarwal and I'm from Bombay, and for this I'm reading all my poems from my latest book, The Silk of Hunger. Poem on leaving your hometowns behind and moving into cities. It's called The Town Is No More. The town is no more, only the graves remain. Trees rest on walls, tired of growing. Breeze limps through its branches like an injured bird. I recognize the faces that have changed, but forget those that haven't. Sometimes I wing my way to its waiting bosom, even though really I walk, reach its soil, and bury the roses no longer in bloom. Then, leaning against the dusty pigeon tower, amidst reborn skies and abandoned corners, I whisper to its winds, "No, your wheat has not ripened in vain, nor your sun failed to warm my blood. I am cold only because of the shadows in your old eyes." Thank you. The next poem is called At the End of It All. It's about foreseeing the end of the universe, in a sense. Often in my sleep, I have ignored the barking telephone and snuggled deeper into the straw faces of dreams. My thoughts have moaned through the traffic of a long night. But come morning, I wear the sky like a glove, the oceans like socks, and a love song dovetails into my bones. The end of the world shall be like the end of the night, dismantling the scribbles of years from faces, peeling away flags from eyes, showing noon in darkness. Silence shall come from the north, every bird shall hear it, every bird shall bear it. I shall speak volumes when I turn the other cheek. Foliage shall look happy like a summer brother, pushing aside murmuring winds and making way for the east. I shall be painting with smoke the fires with which I lived my life. Love shall be sitting at the edge of tombstones. My feet shall bury names and silt glimmer on my knees, for I have always been part sparrow, part woman. A pain-bearing mother shall stand between the end and the beginning always, and the sun shall send messages that we will never fathom. One last poem, it's called All the Pain. Coming back to my father again. My father is lost in the range of time's darkness, and my mother, from all her anger and despair, has become dull even in fractal recalls. Only the rippling air of their impressions cups their footsteps in my ears. Trees rest after a storm. It's not good to know the cave of a stranger's mouth, nor to have the strange hands fish out desire from the steeple of my legs and break the barricades of my brow. It's not good for my shadow to look lonely or to think of blood when I think of love. Can't stay locked in another person's mind. Humans, plants, birds are burdens in my veins. Every time I settle into bed, I feel a strange sadness seep into my bones. Pain, like some sections of the night, becomes a concrete thing the thing that shapes me. I want to ignore the wag of bitter recollections, be pure like the old half of myself. I want to wash away my scars gently without my snarling grief clogging the gutters of the city. I want my doors to rise from all the sweet apologies adrift in the world. Invent a dateless calendar for me. All I want is an eraser for pain, a rectangular piece of pristine white to rub out the nettle-like scribbles beneath closed eyelids. Something soft to counter the hardness of memory's shards. Breaths that expunge the sighs I want, and rains that dissolve the obfuscation of fogs. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. One last one. This is called Running Out of Rains. I'm somewhat obsessed with rains actually. And this poem is about loneliness. It has rained, and the stalks of wheat are thick with life. The lands between you and me are barren, like air trapped inside a straw. Rains do not touch us. We are dying in the sun of our solitude. A seagull toots as it flies, excited by the water everywhere. In my dreams, I seek your shade, the cool shadow of your voice, the color of your light. I receive your seraphic scent from the winds, like a travel diary of love, like a cartography of craving. What am I to do in these rains? What am I to do? Skull measurements of time have declared that I am not Caucasoid, not Mongoloid, not Ethiopian. I belong to the lonely race.